Yeah. Bebe Cool is. Okay, that's what is it? One, two.
Oh, Basmi.
Kuliko omwaka tetufe. Babisembula. Ka. One. Yes. One. Yes. One. Bebe Cool list. Na kuruwa omwaka ya setano. Ati wasali kulia.
Lisiti enaasoboka essaawa yonna mubeereeko
kubaniriza abantu ku Bebe Cool list omwaka abiri mukaaga kacumbali omukazi owase omuntu bakyala balijjalejja
ate sikwananga wuwo sisitawo yannema
mwebale kulabika munyirira mu myaka ngeri wali tolimufunde kati eka omwaka 2025
kali awo kalaba
Semandeshi. Andiamo a vedere. Ti dite. Non da poi esce. Pallaso naye atuuse ekizaka kyobola tuzize endowooza
awa yonna tutandika Bebe Cool list so mubeereeko tukyali museetinga Amina taata ebeera bali museetinga tovaako
Jose Media. Naye wa Bebe Cool.
Arnold, olina ku USB mpaako omuzigo bagulanyizza omuliro nakola bulungi awo ewaali basiiga oba wavaawa tugezaako kulaba nga tutereeza mpeereza yaffe ebeere ennungi tugifuna bwe ngiteekamu wano esirowinga bwe nteekamu endala eyange tuliraane wano
Bigulu promoter, Urban Star, and Ejirira, say we say, twaniriza omukulu Kiseka okuva mayinja
location tuli ku Pier 1 location tuli ku Pier 1
tunoonya yeeyo
kiri sende ekifaananyi kiri kiriya sawundi ali kiriya mu mbuulire tusimbule embalaasi
ye twaniriza omugagga omukulu Makona bw'obanga otulira omuntu omulungi teweekyusakyusa mulabamu Gagamel mwebale nnyo omukulu Desh Palisa yayingidde bane kamera muzitegeera space ekyaliwo yayingidde munnamawulire wa Zali yekka mu bululusi sewise Bebe Cool Makona ekireddeka ijusimo kate aletepikolo Bebe Cool omugagga Kiseka kumulabi Paizo yasifunye kuwetera kumagwa Paizo yawo alanye ennyo banoonyeza ejjinja alituuza mutuuzi Kuleba waeza omaze Urban Star omukulu Jingo Shots and Sokola basewo kwesa omukulu baffe ekitiibwa omukulu Sky Soldier ow'emmotoka empya tusanze okulaba omukulu Bigulu ow'ekidduka ekipya tusanze okulaba omukulu Jobless Nyamami tubalabye. No, je vais choper le Bebe Cool. Asio kubi. Yo. Ya kala jengo chalewa mgambo kenda mu studio. Dele pale utuli. Omukulu lulini kusamusukula ba Praise the champion. Omukulu Obote na yeye akayingira kati. Champion Obote. Nene Dube.
Sini ya kaketo.
Peter. Manager Peter. Just in a few minutes, omukulu ali mukuyingirawo. Era waliwo ndoza tuuse ebasire mistake.
One, two, shake, 1, 2, shake, 1, 2, shake, 1, 2. Yes. 1, 2. 1, 2. Yes. 1, 2. Omukulu Trevor. Shake.
Yes. Oi.
Aye. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Microphone check. 1, 2.
Omukulu ayingidde. Yeah.
Big size Bebe Cool. Ayingidde. Yeah. Gagamero boys. Okula bakusimu. Akabonero ki? Akabonero fire.
Yeah.
Check 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 yes 1 2 yes check 1 2 1 2 check 1 2 yeah yes check 1 2 yes check out. You know. 1 2 check 1 2 check 1 2 check 1 2 1 2 check 1 2 check 1 2 1 2 1 2 bili abiri mukaaga bili abiri mukaaga bili abiri mu etaano bili abiri mu etaano. Hello.
It's exactly 1st of January 2026. I want to welcome each one of us to the national broadcast of the Bebe Cool list. Something that began 2019, actually 2020, we were reviewing 2019, and we did this at the Bebe Cool's home. The following year, we also did it at Bebe Cool's home. The subsequent years, we've been doing it right here at Pallaso, right in Tinder. But of course, the Bebe Cool list is very, very influential. It's not just a list where an artist, lists his top 10 songs or 15 songs. But of course, oftentimes we've seen the Bebe Cool list. There's lots of controversy. Case in point, there was one time that you mentioned one artist right now, King Saha. Last year, he did also mention Nando Love. He did comment on the dance. Nando Love Diateka Mchina Wolo Funga Gapomi, Sina another fan. Muyimbi Nanyinga, Namkolera live wow, and of course the exchange went on and on. So you see that it's not just a list, but of course it comes with a bit of influence right there. But of course also him as a person around in the music industry for a very long time, he has authority to speak about the industry. And also comes at the time that awards for Uganda is big. Remember we had the PAM Awards, Pearl of Africa Music Awards, Nezifa, abayimbi ne basigala nga tewali recognizing for the effort or the contribution that they are making to the industry. So the Bebe Cool list is so much things in one. So ladies and gentlemen, from NBS Television, from Saduka TV, and all our journalists who are here, actually there's something that I've realized today, that the first time that we did the Bebe Cool list, tetwali bangi nnyo ba media, twaliwo abantu nga 20, I think, or 15. But I wish I could show you the behind the scenes even before we start. You will be amazed. Yeah? So I want to commend Bebe Cool for being consistent onto this. Because I don't think he really needs to do this. But there's a reason why he keeps doing it year after year, year after year, year after year. So if you're streaming online, I want to welcome you aboard. If you're watching on television, I want to welcome you aboard. This is the official Bebe Cool list. You can have your say in the list, but this is Bebe Cool list. So you'll be able to share with us the conversation, your hashtag Bebe Cool list. We'll drop some insights of X and the different platforms. You also see what you guys are saying on TikTok and the different social media platforms. But of course, I'm not here alone. I'm going to be working with Makuna.
Banaye tubaniriza muri mutya mwebala okuyita mu mwaka 2025 katusuubire nti 2026 anaatugerera bulungi nnyo. Ndi musanyufu nnyo okuba nti nange ndi wano ku pane eno eya Bebe Cool list. Mukama wange bw'obanga otaddeho ekiteebeeza nkuzze kate 2026 ekintu kigenda kubeera kirala nnyo. Mwebale nnyo.
Okay, and there is a beautiful lady I want to introduce to you all. She did the Unstoppable podcast with President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. She comes from Next Radio 106.1. Her name is Tifa.
Thank you, Douglas. To everyone that is watching TV right now and to all the media family that is here, we are glad that you've respected the Bebe Cool list. Now, in a world where music is fast and growing, I feel like legends or people that have been in the music industry for long, when they come out and do things like the Bebe Cool list, it encourages the young ones. I'm very sure there is an artist that hasn't actually produced a song, but they are really hopeful that one day they will appear on the Bebe Cool list. So Bebe Cool, the young people, the Gen Zs, I remember telling you we clock it. Yeah, that generation that clocks it. We are really grateful that we have people in Uganda that can use their own opinion and make sure they do not get afraid because of what people will say, but they will give their opinion to mentor other people, appreciate and empower. So I take the Bebe Cool list to be a platform that empowers and also helps others work on their mistakes.
Thank you so much, Tifa. And now, ladies and gentlemen, because it's the Bebe Cool list, allow Bebe Cool to, open us off officially, and then I'll set the ball rolling. Bebe, you can address the nation.
Thank you. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Happy New Year to everyone. My name is Bebe Cool, and I'm happy to be here once again at the beginning of the year with the Bebe Cool list. Remember, Bebe Cool list is my opinion. Everybody's got theirs, but sometimes some people have the moral authority based on experience to be able to give such a list. So this is my opinion, and you can comment. Though I believe that every time we do this, it opens up a big discussion about the music industry, and I believe that discussion has always been a big contribution to the music industry in that specific year as we go by. So thank you so much, media personalities. You're most welcome today.
All right, the media personalities, Basil Mubunji, we want to commend you. Thank you so much for pushing the message forward. But as we start off, so can you list here 20? Hello. Okay. So can list omwaKa Gulieri yaleeta obuzibu eyatuyingiza 2025 before we can officially unveil the list of 2025-2026. Of course, the number one song eyali ku list eyo lwaliro mu January 2025 mwena oluyimba olwasooka Bebe Cool yatuwa Elijah Kitaka oluyimba Dawa. Number 2 yatuwa Azawi Masavu. Number 3 kwagirako Ozambe omwana oyo Dista ne Mudra. Number 4 kwaliko Kapeke oluyimba Swiririri. I actually thought Kapeke's breakthrough was this year, naye already yaliko ne list ya buli omwaka. So let's see if he surfaces on this list. Number 5 was Acidic Vocals, and of course Springs of Life Choir, nayo yajja mwaka pili 2024 Lukusuta. Pastor Wilson Bugembe Tonta, Dr. Brain Katalian Kando Kuwulira. Number 9 ekujjako Nandolo Kinawolovu olwaleeta obuzibu olwaka dance Bebe Cool ke yamentioningako. Number 10 netujja ne Ava Peace, that's Vibes Taboo. Number 11 was Aronix Jalwala. 12 was Pretty Banks Insaido. 13 Lil Puzzle Yajako. And then number 14 was Alien Skin. 15 David Mutalo Rema Namakula. Second last was Joshua Baraka with Dalila and Diggy 4. Then lastly Bebe Cool Natikako Circumference. So there's a nyimba ezali ku listi ey'omwaka guli. Allow us start with the Bebe Cool list 2025. Ani aliko, ani ataliko. Bebe Cool, over to you.
Thank you. So, yeah. 2025.
Yeah.
So, yeah. 2025 has been action-packed year. filled with activities that one may view either as obstructions or fuel for the Ghana music industry. However, 2025 was better than 2024 in terms of creativity, as younger artists broke boundaries of norms, pushing audiences to accept almost anything. Of course, the reality is that anything can be music. In that case, kyetutegeeza tugamba nti abantu balina ebintu bye bakoze omwaka guno bacrossinze boundaries ezimu ezaali I'll give you an example nti ebiseera ebisinga abantu bayogeranga nyo ekigambo bubblegum music naye I think with the new world there are things that have to be accepted. That said, I have been outstanding. That said, there's been a group of outstanding individuals who continue to define the right direction of music and shape the audience appetite based on personal taste. Wabaddewo abantu abafubye okukola music mu ngeri emu nga shaping that direction ate ng'era bawa n'abantu taste okusinzira ku muntu kyalowooza oba kyayagala musically.
So olowooza guno omwaka abantu bayimbye oba tebayimbye, bazze oba tebazze?
Owa ekyo ekibuzo katukiddemu nga tumaze okukiridde wali ku eno obanga ekyo kibeera kibuzo kikulu nnyo. On the Bebe Cool list, 2025 coming, number 1, Bebe Cool, Break the Chains, comes number 1. And oh, thank you.
Bebe Cool, Break the Chains comes number 1. This is not a song, this is an album we are talking about.
Yeah, you see, when I come up with Bebe Cool coming as number 1 and I talk about the album, I think logically speaking, it is time for Ugandans to understand the meaning of the word body of works. Because we have a culture in Uganda that we believe, it's not a belief, but I think it's misconception. There is nowhere in the world you'll be called a professional artist if you don't have an album. So, this is official, and this is a statement that people must know and take serious, that you can never compete in the world, globally, unless if you speak of body of works. So, I came up with the album, Break the Chains, of course, which has beautiful music. And this album has different genres of music. This album has types of music that we are not accustomed to in Uganda. But that's what is going on globally. So why did I do that? I did that because I wanted us to start venturing, reaching out to audiences that are virgin, that are waiting, okay? We have exhausted this Ugandan market. We have exhausted the East African market. The numbers are few. We are competing with people who are appealing to 200, 300 million people worldwide. And then for us, we are still continuing to insist on competing for 45 million people. So for me as an artist, after seeing the opportunity that exists today in the industry, the opportunity that anybody can sit in their bedroom and they do a song and it goes viral worldwide, I think it is important that people now start focusing on a bigger market. The bigger market, the bigger you go, the wider you go, I believe definitely the better it pays. And every artist looks out to be a bigger, a big artist globally. So, Bebe Cool's Break the Chains album is an album that definitely you would listen to for over the next 40 to 50 years. And to me, I give myself credit for that album, of course with my team. Remember that the list does not mention who is the best. The list just mentions names. So it is not in the order of what you would have wanted, that when I say Bebe Cool number 1, that he's the best. No. But on the list for the first time, Bebe Cool officially steps up with Break the Chains. Of course, you can now...
So there is no individual song that stood out off the album?
I think the game still goes on with that album.
Okay.
Because my target wasn't a specific song. My target was body of works. For example, it is the most popular album. No. If I may ask, which album do you know offhand in Uganda of previous year?
Break the Chain.
Does anyone have any album title they know offhand? Quickly. It's going to be difficult. But I believe there are 4 or 5 artists who released albums. You get it? So, in music, marketing is a crucial aspect. In music, pushing is a crucial aspect. And you'll find that songs like Circumference, songs like Check, songs like Home, songs like Hidden Agendas, songs like Hips Don't Lie, are songs you definitely will not argue with. You may not have them played here, but when you cross the border of Uganda, none of the songs apart from one artist, or maybe 2 artists on this list, the rest of them, no matter what you do, their music will never play out of Uganda. And that is a clear cut. So as we go in this list, you will notice that it is very important that music is made in such a way that it can appeal to a wider audience rather than just a few. But I also understand the fact of, choosing to do maybe for your market, because maybe the reason is finances. You want to get gigs here and there, which I understand. But at the end of the day, we also still have artists who have broken barriers beyond. And I think we have done it before. I remember the likes of myself. During those days, we did all the way to South Africa. We got nominations in the Cora Awards, which were the biggest awards on the land of Africa. I remember I also got a nomination in the Mobile Awards in the UK with the late Disney Arts. I remember my music pushed me to the 4664 concert at Hyde Park. You wouldn't be there unless if you're a big star or if your music does appeal to that wider audience. So the argument here is you still need to do music that can appeal beyond just our country.
All right.
Yes.
Okay. And how are the streams before? I wish usually Bebe Cool yese ya police. Obuze police ziriye country.
Era nze wakabya ati ekyo kigaana yautuzanyirawo siwo era kyowakanawo package nga tugisumulula
tujja kuwakana mu maaso eyo nekitandika emisikati. All right. So number 1 was Break the Chains.
Yes.
Okay. Number 2.
Number 2 we go to Joshua Baraka, Wrong Places. Now, this time we are not only talking about songs, but we're also talking about personalities and at least again they Gazua all the time. Okay? Rache Gazua and song anti. Music is a package. And people don't just like a song, but people, you can have a good song, but bad behavior, and people don't like it. Okay? But you can have a good behavior, you can have good behavior and a fair song, and people just choose you. Okay, so we keep talking about that. So Joshua Baraka comes in as the second consecutive year on this list, and undisputedly is the best youngest talent in terms of global sound. Joshua Baraka did not disappoint 2025 with his single Wrong Places of his latest 12-track album, Juvie. So today we officially announce and mention the name of the album that was released recently by Joshua Baraka.
Yeah.
It is called what? Juvie.
Bakona wandika
Mukono kiwulidde ekyo Juvie.
Jubi.
Nali nayo.
Waliyo?
Yes.
Batubadde tojjukira na title.
Badde njejjukira. Naye obadde oky'abantu okyababuulira.
Tell us something. What do you think about Wrong Places?
Wrong Places is a sound that attracts both the local audience and also globally. This song can be played maybe in Texas, in London, and the people there can still dance to it. The people don't feel like this is a local sound. And also, it is not just for the cool people in Uganda, but this is a sound that will cater for the people that are taken to be the cool ones, and also the people that are taken to be like downtown, because you go to downtown and Wrong Places is playing. You go to Bandari and Wrong Places is
So
playing.
basically, this specific song can play in Ruero.
Yes, it can play in different places.
Okay. So it is not. Should I interpret Wrong Places
Yes.
plays in every place?
Yes.
Okay, beautiful. So congratulations, Joshua Baraka, and Joshua also continues to break the boundaries, because when you go backwards and think about what an artist should be doing today, I remember my time of starting my career. I remember very well that I made a decision to go to Nairobi, took a bus every now and then, slept on the streets in Kenya, looked for a studio, started working with Ogopa DJs, stayed in Kenya, yet I had a family here, I pushed. So, Joshua Baraka is the only Ugandan artist who is kind of taking on the template that is required by all artists. Because there is no way any artist would make it beyond the borders unless if they work out of the borders, unless if they try to stretch beyond. So the reason why Bebe Cool, Chameleone are very big artists in Africa and globally is because that's what we did. We actually went ahead and competed with, I remember we won awards in South Africa in categories where the Nigerians were at that time. That's over 15 years ago, or maybe 20 years ago. But we went there. We were fighting from the ground. So Joshua is showing the right picture.
Do you think Joshua in a barrier zamenye zemutasobola kumenya? Would you give him that credit?
Yes, because those days we did concerts in the UK, we did concerts in the US, but we did for local audiences, Ugandans in the UK, Ugandans in the US. But I think I've seen Joshua this year stretching out, doing concerts for anybody and everybody. Latino, British,
He's been on Afro Nation.
he's been on Afro Nation. So you can see an artist who is pushing. You get it? So kudos to you, Joshua, and I think
So Bebe, olowooza lwaki abannayuganda naddala abayimbi balemeddwe okustretchinga okutuuka awo, because bwe tuba nga twogera ku ba legends eggwe Chameleone mwabikola internationally nemufuna ezi awards, obwaddako awo Kenzo kati Joshua, lwaki?
Zedoza, okay, police this time waliwo tunatudiscuss here. Noting ekintu ekyo kubamu ekiri sagala kupreemptinga before I said I list them, so that after listing then tugende ku your discussion. Ejja mu kibuuzo Douglas kyeyasoose okubuuza, have we done well or have we not? So Number 3 on the list is Elijah Chitaka. Ichange Daily Bando Go remix featuring Karoka Sita. That is number 3 artist on the list. Remember, list tegama nti olukuboli number 1 about number 2 but some over number 3 to lead dollar number 3. It's just a list.
So we are not in order.
No, we are not in order. So Elijah Chitaka, this guy, to me, he continues to. I don't know. I just feel Elijah should. If Elijah gets one song out of the country, Elijah will go global instantly, because Elijah has a enough speed here. Talwana Namond, he's not competing with anyone. He's doing his best. It's him, but he's doing a lot of work, and the work is being appreciated. His style is Chitaka. You can't mix him with anybody else. Fashion-wise, behavior ya Chitaka. I mean, this is a likable guy. You know, sometimes people don't understand what it means when you put everything in one pack. Ngoli handsome, or beautiful, ngoli na nice behavior, ngoli muamvu, ombirigo kulabika bulungi, nga oyogera bulungi, ate umya bulungi, ate noyimba bulungi, ate nenyimba nowandika nungi, kwegamba Chitaka byonna abiyina nkutidde.
So that means that Chitaka has understood what they mean by branding.
Exactly, because music must be guided by branding.
Yes, branding his music to look like him.
Yes.
Church Mudile is to go global akwatagane Joshua, because wali Joshua wali alinanga aliwoye.
I wish of course I have plans, and this one's avenue by a plan, but I hope and pray that Bachidaba, because next time we is of Modukaku, you never know, but I'm very sure nti Achina and the music mulaba agenda mukolanga asobola okufuluma abulako katono preaching about afulume. Though I see sometimes I fear that artists and management companies fear to risk to do what Bebe Cool did, because obikola abantu ne balabikanga batabisiimi. Okay, but then wofuluma board era banayugana njababulira ekintu kino kiruma naye kiswazi. Nobeera, you go out in London, you go out in the UK, you go out in Sweden, Denmark, but you don't hear any music from Uganda unless if someone is a Ugandan nagenda natwala akayimba naga DJ kano kazanya ate tebaluzanyi. No, they don't. It is because our sound irina bweri yaffe yawano. So
nina kyembadde mbuuzaamuko katono sinzira ku list yetuliko essaawa zino wasinzidde ku personality branding, because waliwo abayimbi abagezezaako okuyimba however much nti oba oli oluyimba lukoze naye ng'ebigambo ebirimu oyinza obutateekako ng'olina famire.
Of course list eyogera mazima, whether mulimu ebigambo ebibi oba ki, kasita abantu wenate ntandika nina statements gyenakoze, and when I post mugende mugisome mujja kitegeera nti the list teyekubira for it eriwo kwogera ku music abantu gwe baba acceptinze, whether the song is good or bad, but if the people accept the song, too bad for them. Bebe Cool, although sina choice money no kurutekayo.
But it's your opinion plus the people's opinion.
Yes.
That's the reason you come up with that.
So that's why we say it's a 60% Bebe Cool, 40% I allow. I put it out there, I post, and then the people give their views, so that we can come to. Now the issue of this list is to continue to build a direction for the industry. My experience, I believe I can support the industry head into the right direction. Because we do it cow, we do Abana bajja kukola bukozi bagala and the industry will go down. By the end of this list, we will agree whether we have done better or worse this year.
Going to take a break. We've so far done 3. We went to Joshua Elijah Chitaka. Both Elijah and Joshua have also been on the top list of the most streamed artists 2025. So we're gonna take a break. But before we take a break, just hit for us what's Komeona Orokuna. Okay, fine. Let's do a 4th song and then we take a break.
Yes. So another artist who has appeared this year on the list is Dax Vibes.
Akomiewo. Waina comment wakola luli.
Oh my God.
Ku comment ojijukira je wakola last year.
Olida. With At My Door and Good Idea featuring Elijah Chitaka. Dax Vibes once again and his spot on my Chiwatule list. He's clearly the most talented in that family.
But she's the way.
I without a doubt.
Bebe kanchimenyewo ko. Kwabaddeko mu nkuuka eggulu. Nicky Wine yazze ku stage.
Yes.
Yakubye enkuuka n'agifuula upside down. Kati oyo tali talented.
Bebe, ogamba nti Dax yali talented mu family, but ku list ogamba nti alinako good idea. Ye mufuulo just collabo. Ye mufuulo okubeera talented.
Si kyekyo. Okujja ku list ya Bebe Cool consecutively nga tolina extensive talent. Guno si mwaka gwa kusatu. I think he's appearing the second time. Second time.
Yes.
It's si kyangu. Naddala ng'oli mu family gyesikwatagana nayo si kyangu.
Tosema ekyoku because jala tumenyewo ekyo tugende ku break. Nicky tali talented.
Kyekyo mufuulo kubanga tali talented.
Ate mwe kenyini mwina amaaso n'amatu.
Naye family erimu
bameka bamuweereza mu comments ku Facebook ku Twitter wenabadde. I sent it to you guys as audience and fans. Okay? But you did not send me Nicky. So
Bebe nzobanga kyebamutadde ku list naye nga mu family mulimu ali talented naye nga teyakimakinze to your list this year. Tewabanga wabeera ku list yo.
Kizibu.
Kitegeeza Dax yali talented.
Tumuwa credit ye. Let me tell you, we agatandikanga okuyimba namuwuliranga ng'ayimbira mu nnyindo nga binyiiza. Naye ate nenda okuwetegereza obulungi nga it can be a style. You know, music is music, art is art. It can be a style and it was accepted by people. So akayimba ako At My Door sike atandika nako this year. That's one of my best songs this year. That song
At My Door.
Akati bw'ogattako bwe yazze collaborating ne Elijah. Actually, let me summarize it here and say Elijah, if I was to choose an artist of the year, to me, Elijah Chitaka would be my artist of the year.
You
cool. Yes, as Bebe. But then Miki Hundiani nakola ekyamagezi naye n'amanya nti eno nnyonyi erinnya wala egenda kanjikola ki kanjikwata nakola naye oluyimba smart. The song was very beautiful.
Olinga yalaba amasannyalaze naga grabbinga.
No, nakyo kale
naye ekya talented ne mukuluwo Eddy yawe.
Ate Eddy yali azeko yajjako omulundi gumundoza n'oluyimba Kigali teyakomawo the next year.
Songerako bigambo. Let's take a break. It's after 5. It's the Bebe Cool list. One of the views you are hearing, Bagabata, the views you are hearing are views of Bebe Cool.
The views you are hearing for the people speaking them, they are not in any way related.
Let's take a break. This will be after 5. The Bebe Cool list.
We'll take a break. Take a break. So we're taking a break. Tapping the screen.
Alright, we're coming back.
Banco di Devone. Allora, insomma, ma banco di Devone da milioni di batterie.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are still continuing with the Bebe Cool list, but remember today is 1st January. That means we have exactly 14 days until Uganda decides who is going to be their next president or who is going to be their next member of parliament in the different districts that Uganda has. So remember to choose your piece. You may be supporting different people, different political parties, but remember to keep calm, be understanding, understand that you all do not have the same opinion, and protect whatever you have. Remember to choose peace. It is important for you, it is important for myself and everybody that you love. Choose peace. Uganda votes 2026. We are choosing peace over anything. Makona.
Owa, mkamanga bebe. Alwa de bankuba kamayonga ngulwa tuyogera lezo. Maganze bamu family ya sanyuka.
Anyoyo abadde akuba nagamba twekitenyize njogera oluganda gwe
naye Makona atuuse nnyo era n'oluzungu lulina okuba nga nalwo
obadde tompuliranga ngattamu
siye Makona oli owaaluli gwe twagobaganya ng'amakooti gabeera gatunudde
otegeera
okumanya
mu ku luzungu
okumanya kiri Uganda
kinyuma gikole mu luzungu then abasanyuka bagambe mu Luganda to choose peace.
watandise bya luzungu malirize
Abantu bonna abalaba Sanyuka TV music jam kinyuke tugenda kulonda omukulembeze w'eggwanga ng'ennaku z'omwezi 15 omwezi guno gwennyini. Mujjukire okulonda eddembe kuyinza muwagira political parties ez'enjawulo naye tekibaleetera kweguteyagala tekibaleetera kwawukana. Let us choose peace tulonde eddembe.
Yes, ate ki Uganda kinyuma okumanya kinyuma nange ndowooza mundaba nti neeyagala ndabika bulungi
waguze n'emmotoka
nnyo nnyo
Congra.
bo abitandika
yaguze moto
Makona yaguze emmotoka
Congra Makona. Okay, for the interest of time, with the Bunduka speech, twakakolako ennyimba nnya, we still have quite a number of songs, so tujja butayinterjectinga Bebe tumuleke ennyimba zinazoke tuzivugemuko ate tujja kumbula tudiscussing emaaso kawo. So tuddeyo ku list twakomye ku that's vibes, yeah. Olimba Lwakuna.
Kati omuntu omulala this time, another person on the list making a good comeback on the list is Kapeke. Yeah, with the song Kabame. I think last year I also mentioned that I was seeing something special about Kapeke. So congratulations Kapeke. Making a comeback on the Bebe Cool list in 2025 is Kapeke, one of the artists I hosted at the Kechwatoe last year. On stage I mentioned that because of his style, fashion sense and cheeky music hooks that stick in the listeners' minds, I wouldn't be surprised if he outcompeted many of the male artists in Uganda. This guy has found a winning formula: catchy hooks, a dance, audience engagement. Young people love dancing because they have a lot of energy within them. But wait, I have seen older people Temari is single also. So congratulations Kapeke. He is also creative in style.
Yes.
Yeah, nice kind of fashion and engaging many abantu. So you ataka yimba, yeah, akatayo dance here, and it's working well.
Mu Uganda obimbi kimutwalira bbanga ky'okufuuka
Establishment is relative because Uganda is so fast. Oyinza okulowooza nti oli established bbiri nga bakwerabi teri establishment kwe kunywera sikyo. Oyinza okulowooza nti onywedde mu Uganda wano ne bajja bakuyisako eggaali mu ddakiika 2 nga teri akujjuka.
olina kukola otya?
Olaba ffe abaasookawo tukyakola, olaba Moses Matovu akyakola, just olina kusigala nga ki okola nnyo. So next on the list is Lydia Jasmine. Wow, yes. Someone ayinza okwebuuza why Lydia Jasmine comes on Bebe Cool's list this time. Lydia Jasmine, the same reason. Let's give Lydia Jasmine a round of applause for the hard work on the Body of Wax, the album. Yes. Chindekere may not be a very big song, but one of the most important things that I want to mention here, as my opinion says, a female artist went out there and did 16 tracks, compiled them, launched them, tried to push, and that's where we want the industry to go. So when you talk about professionalism, she's now, if she's to present works, she has album, 16-track album. Yes. Of course, here I don't have papers, but I must mention. So add the album the other year. So you can see after Lydia, you'll hear coming up with albums this year, hopefully. So, Jasmine, maybe.
So you're encouraging artists to call an album?
Yes, definitely.
But it has also become very difficult to market the songs beyond the album. Because of that album, they cannot.
Anti Papasia album, anti members of Nazibere hit songs that are played in bars. If you go back to Go Mama, to Break the Chains album, Ojakwe Sananga, you can play that music in your house this year up to the next 40 years. But I can guarantee you, Enyimba Ezabela Bebe Cool list 4 years ago, 3 years ago, 2 years ago, this is Tanzania anywhere. You get it? So, who is benefiting? The one who does music that has longevity. So, abantu balina okuyiga okutegeera nti no business so si muzanyo. Calculator ye kugamba kyo onoonya hit kufuna bivulu. Naye nze kati gwe anoonya ebivulu onoonya sente. Nze sikyanoonya sente. Nze kati noonya longevity ya music. A song like Home. You were talking about Home on my album.
Yes.
That is music you cannot compare with any of the songs that are here.
It's actually a song you just want to listen to in your free time.
Exactly.
Relate to the lyrics and understand it.
If you listen to a song called Wait on my album, it carries way too much sense than all the songs combined on the Bebe Cool list.
But Bebe, back to Lydia Jasmine. Ekimutegesezaako nti because yakola album.
Yes.
Wadde talina luyimba luli outstanding.
Luli outstanding.
Abayimbi togenda baleetera mind egamba nti nabo buli mwaka tebakole ennyimba wadde tezijja kubanga zisobola okuyitamu.
At the end of the day,
Bebe Cool list yo.
No, it's not that. This list, my opinion, must support the industry and directly support the artists who put in a lot of work. Once again, why do people may ask, Bebe, you had during my time, Break the Chain, they are pushing a new Joshua Baraka. Because I saw him on the road, pushing. I don't know if I'm single, I'm going to music, I'm going to Zoom. Watch the game. But you see, we try relating that when we work together. Every time when I'm on the call, attention. And finally, wrong places over Nemoroko Jabusananga Azanya Kalero. Which again,
Joshua Yetaga audience
yes, indeed, of course, we need everybody. In music, you need everyone. Tiwani Wombonze, Banova Badia, the more numbers you have, the better. And you know music is a game of numbers. So Tosa Damanti Valito later. So another artist on the Bebe Cool list is Final with the song Che Che. I think it was towards the beginning of this 2025, right?
Yeah, that's
Like 5 years.
He has written many songs, many hit songs for others, yet unbelievably it took him years to learn a big song for himself, according to my team. You know, when I do my research, I also talk with my team and they give me information. Honestly, I don't know this.
Olaba tewakolanga ngo credits for songwriters,
Yes.
audio producers.
Yes.
That has been part of the problem why so many songwriters have been frustrated.
Yes.
You know, nga bakola nyimbo ba projects naye nga tebabawa their flowers. So they stay behind the curtains. So it's a charter muko final for
Final. And that unfairness very baimbi. I don't understand. Feel what you when you give someone credit. Yesterday I was talking to an artist, a young artist who was telling me about her music. She's a girl. Let me go and delete it. I'm like, what do you mean was deleted? By my manager. Because how do you do that? Okay. Then better than YouTube. But ukana at the end of the day, there are two things here. You must look at no maybe msasi, ne manager msasi, ne no maybe msasi. Kati wako mupushi, kati wasango the YouTube channel. Kati really, what's going on here?
Just
why? Anyway, he has written written many hit songs for others, yet unbelievably it took him years to land a big song for himself, according to my team. I honestly don't know this guy, but I enjoyed Cheche. Some people talk about anti nyenzo kuba anyamula nenda simanyi nti yeyeyo
final nonya Bebe Cool.
So some people just need prayers answered. So those are final Bamsabiri because he has good art. To me that was a very special, art. Then Vinka comes on the list again. Vinka makes his list with Lala. Lala, yeah, I accepted, yes. I think Vinka should Musubirokola more, but Tichigana Wabanga Bikamune Yagala.
Also, with that, Vinka, I know omwaKa, but this time I never be.
Yeah, she's a new artist on the block. She's not 15, 20 years. So Bobo Charlie 5, 10 years.
Overa new
Bebe omwayimbye okubeera within 5 years. Aba akyali mupya.
No. I mean, you're competing with people of 25, 30 years in the industry. 35 years?
25, 35 years in the industry, Tobera Bebe Cool, Chameleone, and Bobi Wine.
Moses Matovu.
And artists as well. We have the likes of Misa
Semakula,
So that means you're competing with people that have more
Yes.
experience and you can easily.
And by the way, different genres.
Yes. But make no mistake, what we are going through now, Chibera, it's just a choice to get up machano gamba siliku pressure. Nayo tuma nongamba encha bebe kuba endongo.
So mufunze bakyalina okukola nnyo.
So focus to hit. Nali focus to body of works esobola okubeera wali bwe bateeka wali ya Burna Boy, bwe bateeka wali ya Wiz na neyange basogiteekawo. And I achieved it. So we are going to now wait for the second album, Debaita Broken Chains.
Hey, it's okay.
Break that chain.
Yes.
A double
Broken chains.
No,
Bebe.
Broken Chains.
Oyagala kukola kyabana.
So, I don't know.
broken chains coming soon.
Yes.
Okay, to the
artist Omulala, Vinka, congratulations, and of course Swans Avenue is doing a good job on that lady, but she's also doing a good job fairly to herself. Now another artist, no, slightly, yadeta jaku naye. Now, Chala Bisenga, because while all of well, something, you know, the list is also supportive where necessary. Reggie.
Reggie, yabaleta ina kuba polisi.
Bayimbi babiri nga tebanaddesigenda basako naye ate nga mpulira kinkakatako oba there's something. The song is called Owishe.
Naye yata EP last year. Yes, yata EP.
Aba EP sibogerako. But Reggie is standing at the apex of an argument that we still need to push. That you don't need to live in Kampala to be a big star in Uganda. So, because of that, yalina oluyimba olunene nnyo naye luno lutusembera lujja ku luyimba and ate yaluyimba mu Nyankole. So, if it is appreciated like that, I think kwenavudde nengamba nayo manyi that direction also needs to be mentioned. And the song is big. It is a big song.
But also beyond just the song, because of Reggie, he opened doors for T-Paul, the Pallaso and the Cricket Oval, Omega.
Yes.
Still opening doors to Omega. Nakola n'ekintu ekirala muyimbi yekka yakoze single show mu Kateeka Stadium.
Yeah.
For the first time.
So, for the first time. So, that's...
It's a good achievement. Though to consider but we give him credit again. Olwecho. Yes, as a regional artist, he's now a national artist in a region, and he's pulling massive crowds, which is good. So he needs that support and he needs that recognition. So
do you want to say Reggie is still a regional artist or is a national artist?
He's a national artist. Reggie is a national artist in a region. Because however much is a national artist, Reggie Tiava Yes. He's a national artist in a region.
Arato was a region. Why should come here is a national artist to come out?
And because we still need to encourage those who live in different regions to know that they can still do what they do best from there and they take over the country.
Okay.
Yes.
So yabadde kulisirwa mase ya Bebe Cool.
Why? It's massive. Ebirowoozo nga bikubagana bigamba. I think we can justify him being on the list.
Okay.
So, at all no. The next artist, I don't know. Nega we never gambi art. Tibamukayanya. Uncle Chumi
naye wabaddewo
naye abadde wakuyigayibwa mu kyuma.
Ekyuma kyabadde kimugaaya naye nga
kyekyamuteekesezaako.
alina oluyimba lunene abantu balukkiriza bw'okutte gobba. The people accepted it. That's what I was saying, that art is art. You don't know what people want. And now it has been stretched into anyone can do anything as long as it becomes interesting for people and entertaining. Okay? I mean, this is a fellow or an individual who has so much negative, but is a young, person in the country looking for a life. The main reason Rachina Mutandeko ya denti, yes, Olimba Lwadeo, is Swandika Kubantua Pisambi. Olimba Lwadeo, na ye osokutte ebbali n'ogana naye wa omuntu ono alwanye n'obulamu in one way or another, you understand, n'amala era n'afunayo akayimba akamutambuza n'avayo eri ewabi n'asemberako eno kumpi era nemulaba naye abantu ku internet oyo
awo tugambe nti sympathy.
On the list, and yet back then we knew Bebe Cool for getting quality music. You only put quality music on the list, but now we are seeing a song that people take as bubblegum music onto your list.
The list does not specifically recognize sense music only. It does recognize songs that are accepted by people.
That means we can have bubblegum music as
Yes.
long as people accept
You see, music is meant to, it's food for soul. So if it does entertain people and people like it, that's the purpose why I say too much sometimes. To the name is Zero Bichi. So you can give a good example of my album. The songs are so good, they speak too much more. Never koi bagala binu. We balancing the life. So you can't beat the list. The school could jaw fact. I try so much not to be biased. If people have accepted, God is the case. So Uncle Chuni comes na advise yan. Elinti ebigambo bichafu bikendereko. Because if she had followed Wazako, Nazako, Yazako,
I don't remember Yazako.
Racho moyo. Waloliba, racho moyo gwa. Gwakalachi? Guninya.
amanye list yo ebeerako nyimba Bebe Cool z'amanyi. So na ye kato but yes, but because there's nothing as difficult. Let me say this. Shiba Karunji fought made during your comeback. Somebody may not be must have brought you back into the spotlight and was recognized by many people in the country. We have to give credit. Miezi mwenda simia awude atena akomawo nasanga nga space we likitegeza abalala bakitia. I don't know.
But we had other artists that were trying to do
They should be here on the list.
I think sometimes there is that spot that is left for someone that has had
They
a lifetime
shouldn't.
music.
You see, that's what we talk about. There shouldn't be space left. An artist should fill the whole space. That's why Mamusigala Murabaka Milliona would take Tizibu Pepa, so we don't want to leave any space. Give a good example. Anyway, we should get to discuss these names because those are the reasons why I have a bigger info after the artists. Yes. So we'll come back to Shiba. Keep going. I think your space is still there. We'll vow.
So Shiba Chari Queen.
We have vow.
Egula Chajina.
Yadisanga space here we are in.
Tewali atikwata kengulu
Kirabikanga.
Olinawo obugambe nti kabadde kabula kata.
Auntie, because when you think about things, Sentina and Olimbo Neno, but even the two good songs Zaina, based on the fact that you have taken maternity leave, ladies know how difficult it is to bounce back. It's not a simple thing. Men don't know, but you know it's hard. So another person on the list now. This lady, I don't know this artist, but I keep hearing the name, Tracy Melon.
Tracy Melon?
Yes. Tracy Melon is a trending name without a clear outstanding hit song. For me, my people were arguing with me, telling me Tracy Melon.
When you say outstanding hit song, clarify that.
Specifically, I can't point a finger to any song from Tracy Melon.
But you know the artist.
I don't know the artist, but I know the name.
Bebe Cool.
Yes.
Kijja kityokuba nti you live in Uganda, babeera mu Uganda, they have big songs. But tobamanyi.
Talina luyimba lunene. Nalibadde ndumanyi nga ne video nkimanyi nga ne chorus ngiyimba. Naye erinnya libadde buli wamu as a new artist.
Tukole just sample mu bannamawulire. Kayimba kyaka Tracy. Bakaita batya? Ogenda kukiraba. Kagenda katya? Ogenda kukiraba.
So, Bebe Cool, are you saying
someone sent for us? You know the song?
Lyrics ze kazibatawa. But Bebe, when you said that, I was at some dinner some time back at Sheraton, and she was performing, and I was sitting to this lady from a development partner, Matamula Magakop State, but when she started to sing, she asked me, who is this girl? And I told her, this is Tracy Melon. This is a great artist.
That's exactly what I mean.
And then the twins are Musala still because she's still a new kid on the block.
That's why she's on the list.
Yes.
To be a new kid on the block and your name is flying everywhere for the right reasons. Because the only reason it's flying everywhere is people keep saying there's a very good new artist.
Check about the songs that have done well. Ogenda Kuchilava, there is Tobayo, there is Kakana, and they've been doing so well on TikTok. Yes.
Yeah? They're fairly good songs.
Yes, but Bebe Cool, for you to know an artist in Uganda one, we know kubanga oluyimba lw'olumanyi, lyrics ozimanyi.
Not necessarily lyrics. This is what happens to artists. Omuntu wakuba hit, ekusangayo ne mu kisenge.
Ogamba
anyono awe wotandikira. Okitegeera. Toyinza denyinga. Ne bw'oba wakayingira mu club oba mu bar, ngeno okulira DJs zibazanya. So the song will come to you. So you keep asking, who is that?
So what can she do?
I mean, she's new. She's on the way. She's on Bebe Cool's list. Meaning her plan is probably working. You're not just get up bongers. But you know,
Needs more visibility.
Visibility maybe. Yeah, but for me, when manyete wewe, mbabuuza ennyimba ziriwa Kongs Tracy Melon, it's not easy okujja n'ojja n'ogwa ku Bebe Cool list nga tolinako luyimba.
So we've so far done quite a number of songs. To get Colère refresh. I hope it will work. Of the songs that we have so far analyzed, we started with the Bebe Cool album, Break the Chains. Netugenda ku
Joshua Baraka,
Wrong Places. Netugenda ku Elijah Chitaka, ekyange Kibebi Daily Bando, Nedala, netukirira ku Dance Vibes at My Door. And then of course netugenda ku Kapeke Kaba, netukirira wansi ku Lydia Jasmine olwa album ye yakola 2025. Final Cheche, netugenda ku Vinka Lala, netukirira wansi ku Reggie Oweshe, netujja ku Uncle Chumi Gokute Goba, Shiba Karungi omukomyawo kuva maternity, tubadde ku Tracy Melon.
Kakati is it, the rest together with the simplest thing that most artists do when they want to get away with the year, which is collabos. So the following are the best collaborations. Collabo shortcut, they're also songs, but usually this is Simon Yo Mani okujjako nga waliwo ekiri special, and the most special, I must specifically talk about this lady because wavayo nakola ekyo, to me I wouldn't be surprised. So for the collabos, the best collabo so far, Cindy Sanyu and Omega 256, that is See You Tonight. Cindy, I'm so surprised Cindy wakola oluyimba olwakabi oyo musuubira kubanga oba nakola nsobi ki Cindy sigirabe the experience
Cindy naye agwa mu legends.
Cindy amanyi nnyo nti nkisuubira
Agwa mu legends.
yes of course Cindy you know there are voices that when someone gets a microphone now projecting a voice you don't expect any mistake anyway. Ugatako confidence, ugatako experience, the timing, the everything. I think more or less, I just have to thank Cindy for having done that with Omega 256. I badly want to see Omega 256 with a big song, or 2 or 3. That's a female artist in Barara who also should break that chain of regional to national artists. Of course, I take her as a national artist now. And I will know we're performing more portrayal as a president. To me, I saw Reggie and Omega as national artists. But there's something special about that girl. Omega. Yes, those Dunji, she's just atuyamba tukolereyo.
Bwe bava ku see you tonight, then ne badda ku Uganda Kinuma.
Oh.
Yeah. It was a big song.
Uganda Kinuma is a song?
Yeah.
I thought it's a project.
It's a song.
It's a project with a number of songs.
Yes.
Oh, it's a project? Yeah, with a number of songs. Naye mukola bubi kubake tukushinze olaba nange sizimanyi.
Obadde toyagala.
Naye
kyogamba teziriiko ku listi already.
Teziriiko. Mukola bubi.
Tuveeyo rasta, tuveeyo. Tudde mu nsonga eno yennyini. Wali eri, and I want to pick your mind because fan base zikubagana for the last 2 years. Between Cindy and Shiba.
Yes.
And since you're an authority in the industry, Obadeo, Olaja Bayindi, I want to pick your mind. Waliwo ogambidde nti oliwo yagenda ku maternity leave, crown yasigala weyalireka. Naye ng'ate ne Cindy yaliwo.
Cindy ate ali waggulu nnyo. Improve mwali erabira ku concert.
So how do you rate these two artists?
No, Cindy is way better artist than Shiba. That is without a doubt. Cindy is way a better artist, way more experience. But you see, artists have their followings and their beliefs. People will come and tell you Chameleone is way better than Bebe Cool. People will come and tell you Bebe Cool is way better than Chameleone. So, but whatever ebintu by'obugejje technicalities. I mean, Jose Chameleone asokuyimba ebintu byayimba nga bwayimba, then Bebe Cool najja nakola enyimba nga Home, enyimba nga Love You Every Day. Jose Chameleone tasazikola. Ekitegedde. Naye ate nojja nogamba naye Bebe asokuyimba Basimu Genzi. Yes. Asobola okuyimba Vumilia. Yes. So when you compare Cindy with Shiba, the answers, I definitely knew what was going to happen. Cindy asokuyimba na kubizinda lemifu na kuroze santi bikola.
So wow.
I first of all, I just appreciated both ladies for stepping up and saying, "When kusobola, olinaga nangi kutonsobola kusobola."
Naye atoyo ne radio and whistle.
Yes.
Radio yali vocalist wakabi. Naye n'obateeka ku side eri naawe n'odde ku side. Ate n'ogamba era neyo wagiwangula.
Ate bato bagiwangulira wali mu maaso wennyini. Bato tebagiwangula bigambo ku stage ko bagiwangulira. Era nzijukira, I think bato eyo namala bamaliriza music waabwe in 1.5 hours or 2. Kati ng'ate nze nali ntandika butanzi. So bw'ogamba nti ogenda okubatulinga Bebe Cool take ebintu together bingi mu line.
Bebe.
So sindi kyalina.
Nange nayagadde omubuuza akantu ako weewalidde akaleeta. Bato yo ne Good Life wagezaako okubuuza ku bantu abalala.
Sentaaga kubuuza.
Oba nga wakola decision eyo n'ogamba nti mwe bawangudde kiwedde.
Batebeera bweti. One, live wali audience yokka eba ekulaga nti gundi bamukubi gundi awedde kubanga kiggwera awo. That's number one. Ku audience awo ega. Number two, last man standing. Bato kyetegeeza. That's why okubatolinga chameleone. It's a drawdown till dawn in the morning. Until when it comes to number of songs, okay, fembi tuzina. When it comes to quality of the songs, fembi tuzina. When it comes to energy on stage, fembi tulina. When it comes to amaloboozi okusigalawo paka kumacha, awo tusandika okwawukanira.
At some point olina wogamba nti
kati olina amala ku ssaawa 10 ng'omulala akyagenda mu maaso. Audience yesigala ekyayenjoyinga oli abakubi tewaliwo kibuuza. Nenyimba ziweddeyo kati ayo conversation ogirekera audience. Kati bato yange ne Bobi yatuuka time nenyimba baabuzayo emyaka ng'atenze nzeyimanga 22.
na Bebe Cool.
Yes.
Nedase.
Yes.
Ngakuobuzayo enyimba meka?
Nga 22. Nabuukira akatimba because bato yaffe kwaliko akatimba kaseparating. Natandika okukola distraction. Kati ne watandika abantu ne mutandikako akaseyinga awo akagamba njagala audience ka following mugambe ayimbe yimba. Audience ne picking ne mugamba yimba. Ebyakatemba biveeko kola ki yimba naye nga nze kimanyi nti enyimba zikoze ki ziweddeyo. Bwe mba ngenda ku bato n'omuyimbi nkwata enyimba ze zonna nenziwandiika wansi from the best to the worst and all. Then neziteeza nga nenzilistinga netandika okumakinga. Those are things people don't do. Bwemulowooza bato ebeera mu bato. Radio and Weasel, rest in peace Radio and Weasel's thing was so simple for me. Balina all big songs zalinga over 30. Nenga lenze naine nyimba nga 2. So I just came manyamba they showed up nentuula. Knowing until no oluyimba kulwa 3 minutes bano bajja kuba baweddeyo mu 2 hours lyoke nkube national anthem. So
bato yo ne chameleone bwe bateriiwo ng'oba wali eri ng'oboye teryaso tokyalina kukola bato yonna.
Kati who would I battle? Rematch nani? Ne Bobi Wine. Bobi tena music.
Luli yali ayimba ki?
Luli yagezangako. Oba omusajja mba mumuwandise kalaba.
Tudeyo ku list. So, Cindy, see you tonight.
Yes, thank you so much, legendary Cindy. And then, of course, other collaborations of the young Kapati, Alien Skin, and describing where the music has gone. That talent does not matter anymore. We from your age, abantu bayinza okyagalirayo n'okola akasente. So I don't know whether the song belongs to Alien or belongs to Alien. Okay, then wano credit more olokujjayo. I think Makawala, but has she done anything else?
Yeah, she has another song. Beyond.
Lwakunyonyola.
I don't know whether I'm going to Alien. Nega lwe olwasooka.
Baleta toy.
Nepanga. Oh, that song should have been on. Yes. No.
Awali yakoze mu kamera.
Kati Nepanga
wasa.
Was Sandra
Sandra.
next?
Then Kapati wa Alien.
Oh, okay. Then Sandra is confidently seated on the list then.
Okay.
Yes. Then Twina Wanula, Ava Peace and temperature. Yes, temperature. Twina Echisododo.
Latonda genda nnyo. Bakubolesa ekisododo.
Twina Echisododo. Bw'otateeka kisododo kuno ku list.
Badde nsaba. Ekisododo ekyo kyetaaga obudde bungi.
Era tutunulwe tuwe tugenda awo.
Ewe tugenda.
Kisododo and the last collabo is Soloboga. Simanyi Soloboga.
Ebisoloboga. Masasi ganayinuka. Omulimi bamuyita Mad King.
Ani?
Mad King.
The Mad King.
Mad King.
Featuring Nandola. Hey, I'm not surprised. Nae.
Yeah.
Ati awemboze kwa je.
Kale, let's take a break. We took over. I'll get your opinion first on Real Puzzle,
Yes.
then Alpha Peace, then tujja kwogerako ne Nandola ku list eri ekadde.
Tugenda kwogera ku luyimba lwani. Mad King.
Mad King, yes.
Tujja kumwa credit ye.
Okay, let's take a break. Thank you so much for streaming. You can be part of the conversation. Hashtag Bebe Cool. Tujja kuba tufuna obubaka bwo after the break. Let's come back.
And I think it's now going to go live on the pages also. Okay.
All right, welcome back to the Bebe Cool List national broadcast. We've already run you through all the songs that made it to the list 2025. And of course, we want to congratulate every artist in your capacity. Mwebale nyo mwebale ndala kola. Na iwo batoze ku listi, ila togwamu manyi. Better start to work hard starting this year, starting January, run until the 31st of December. But before even we go any further, Bebe Cool wants to give his overall recap. I did ask the question at the very beginning of the show, omwaKa abayimbi bayimbye oba tebayimbye, and he said he would answer that at the very, very end. So let's allow him the time to give a comment on the general perception of how the music has been.
Okay. Press members, let's keep your voices down, please. Silence. So, 2025 has been weaker than 2024. 2024 was weaker than 2023, and 2023 was weaker than 2022. The Bebe Cool list from those years clearly shows this trend, and when comparing songs, numbers and artists' quality, this indicates a worrying general decline in the industry. Yet with quality studios like Gagama Records gifted to us by the President of the Republic of Uganda, things should be improving. Of course, and many more, high-tech studios in the country and technology. This decline is mainly caused by a number of factors, to mention but a few. Laziness in artists, that's number one. Number two, low and sometimes false confidence. That's number two. Low and sometimes false confidence in artists. Number three, lame excuses. Lame excuses by artists. Number four, drug abuse. Even to be not the music okukawansi ekisooka abayimbi banafu nnyo, ekyokubiri abayimbi beewa false confidence. Olowooza nti oli wakabi nga toli wakabi, kati buli wolowooza nti oli wakabi nga toli wakabi osigala awo. Ekifo ky'okubeera ng'okkiriza nti naye mmanyi nkyalina okukola ennyo, awo n'osigala ng'okola. Kiringa omuntu najja naye convincinga nti ayina ennyumba. Munange bwe weekonvinsinga nti olina ennyumba, ebeerawo omutwe gwe era tozimba. Bwe biseera obeera ogamba nina ennyumba. So, you're better off saying sirina nju, and it will force you okugenda okuzimba ki enju. So, false confidence eyo mbi nnyo. Then abayimbi balina excuses ez'ekisiru ze bawa. Oba simanyi copyright, simanyi bita. Teo! Ate kati ffe we twayimbira. Anyway, cancel me, then to discuss it. Okay? At my age of 23, I traveled to Nairobi by bus, and I hustled in a country where I knew no one. Uganda then had very few radios, about 50 radio stations, and very few TVs, maybe about 10 TVs. And there was no social media. Still, I hustled, made good music, supported brothers like Jose Chameleone, teamed up with Bobi Wine, collaborated across East Africa with Wiley and Nazizi, recorded global hit songs like Fire Anthem, Ube, Fireband. I won Kora Awards, nominated for mobile nominations in the UK, and I performed on a global stage, the biggest ever stage to be in music here, and it's still the biggest. For the 90th birthday. Because of music and hard work, I met global icons such as Amy Winehouse, rest in peace, Lewis Hamilton, and many other big stars. Today, many Ugandan artists focus only on a local scene, which isn't bad, but it's too small given the advantages that are there today. More radio stations, big social media and many platforms, social media-wise, better technology, government support, and many other ideas. That is why I often refer to Joshua Baraka, who is fully trying to exploit those opportunities. I therefore congratulate all artists who made it on the Bebe Cool list in 2025. But as Ugandan artists, we must identify, interrogate, identify our weaknesses and act accordingly. With memory, or with the moral authority given to me by my longevity status, I mean no disrespect to anybody, only I call to all stakeholders to raise the bar higher. Happy New Year 2026. Right.
That is the address officially, and now tusigaze dakika si nyingi nnyo, it will dive us straight into the discussion. First things first, you mentioned some of the things the music way Uganda over the entertainment industry to decline, omoli drugs, lame excuses, fake confidence, etc. etc. There is a new shift in the industry. Back in the day, I think one of those artists, the Ebala would perform Toyiba Mubala. And yet right now the new shift has been, the bars have been responsible for bringing in international artists. We are slowly by slowly not seeing outdoor events, big outdoor events, as a platform for artists to showcase. There is a decline on that side. Simani Vakuchi, I don't know if it's a new shift that you've observed, but basically what does this mean to the entire creative and entertainment industry if there is a shrinking space for platforms to showcase young talent?
Thank you very much, Ochibuliza. You're asking the right question at the right time. Now, because of the quality of music and quality of artists dropping, it is difficult for big investors to continue investing big. So now, people who used to invest in, to do a big concert in Lugogo, you bring in about half a billion, 500 million shillings, okay? Then you organize a show and then you're very sure that people will come to watch. But today, if you go to Lugogo and you organize a gig, the songs that you're going to announce Goku Tekoba, you're going to announce Sudodo, you're going to announce Soloboka. So, when you announce those songs, I am 100% very sure that you will get a loss. Yesterday, but I told you last time, churches are taking more people now. People are opting to go to church on 31st than for concerts. And I think again, proof was done seen yesterday. If there was good quality music, because tables was booking which they gave. So it's difficult to it should not be difficult for us to say the truth. Quality of music is mwenna mudende abakiwakanya oba abaagala okukidiscussika muddeeyo ku list ennya zetwakola. Compare the songs every year. Compare the listing nti omwaka guno 2019 zizino, 2020 zizino, 2021 up to now. You will definitely agree with me that the quality has gone berserk. So that has affected the events. It will affect, because now you find that events are happening in bars instead of so that music is meant for bars. So what is going to who was being paid 3 million is now going to be paid 1 million. Let's say then Ojabwe Salanga ekyo kifavoringa DJs. Era yesterday na the journalistics tour. Nemugamba now the DJs are going to go to 5 million while artists are going to go to 2 million and 1 million. That's where it's heading. But it's all because of the quality of music. I say what quality of music knows. Now we can you go feeling pale. Okay? I will still refer you to Bebe Cool, to Chameleone, to Joshua Baraka, to Elijah Chitaka. You get it to Mr. Semakula. Eh? You get it? There's a way you feel as an artist at a bar. No. Even the promoters will never take you to a bar. You get it? So, I think that's where the issue is.
Bebe, Oloza, politics are in affecting the industry.
Politics will always affect anything, but it depends. Of course, it affecting it positively, not negatively. On individual artists in Joa, Abantu, Nebachao, that's expected and understandable. But not politics that's affecting the type of songs that we do. The type of songs that we do as an outcome of the 4 weaknesses it is created there. In PCMB, Zidya, because people are using a lot of drugs, they were chatting, backcoding into, then nemfananize abayimbi nezifa kwegamba nolabiraddanga nawe omuyimbi omutunuulira tosaana muwa miliyoni 4 oba 5 okitegeera because yasuza anywedde omwenge atamidde afaanana bubi. So all that crap.
So Bebe, you talked about musicians not having music that can be played for a long time. But if we talk about this music thing, we cannot only blame the artists. There are writers, there are producers, there are different people that are included in the whole song. So if we are to say the artist as an artist has release the song, and the song doesn't really sound like it is supposed to be sounding, can you take back the blame to the producers and the writers?
No, you can't take the blame to a producer, you can't take the blame to a writer. The choice is for the artist. When they present for you a song, it's either you say, yes, I like it, or not. And I'm not saying don't sing those songs, but sing a few, but go back to, we don't give back on music. That's why, and I advise you, that's why the likes of Bebe and Chameleone are going to stay for long. When you go back and listen to Jose Chameleone's music, why do you think he's still Jose Chameleone? Because of quality music, because of sense in the music. And that is what I fear, that all artists, like 70-80% of the new era artists, are going to fail. Because first of all, bonna batunudde maaso tewali atunudde mabega gyava. Naye mabega gyova waliyo abajja. Kati bagenda kusanga nga ebiyimba byo byavaako dda ate nga nawe olina okuvaawo kubanga nga music gwewakola takutte yakwata wansi ku mirandira. So bakugyewo mangu. That's why you see, mwe mubeera mubuuza abayimbi nga bavaako mangu. That's the reason.
Oyogedde ku 4 weaknesses. Mwe mulina okugamba nti banafu abayimbi. Are you saying nti banafu in branding, banafu obwongo tebayiiya, creativity,
obunafu nkwadde example egamba nti ku myaka egyo gyennyini nga ndi 23 nze nalinya baasi nengenda e Kenya nenwana nenoonya studio nenoonya abakabi nenkola nabo netukola paka we nafuuka Bebe ne Kamiri najja ne mubeezaayo ne tudda. That is effort. Naye omuyimbi wano era nagenda emakindye mu ka studio nakola oluyimba nagenda mu ndongo n'awaayo n'alinda. How? Joshua asiba ayiya obusente bwe n'alinnya n'agenda ku nnyonyi ogenda okumulaba ng'alina producer gwasanze banyigananga n'avaayo n'agenda e Germany n'akola kino. Oba okitegeera success tesobola kusanga mbu wakubye kayimba mu studio nebiggwa. No, success comes with a lot of things. Bana itwa competing, we out-competed ourselves, and even up to now we are tuchakwata race chagena maso. So me when I look at the artists elamba sanga and I wonder ngamba kakati ono mugambechi, but I keep giving advice and saying there is no success, there is no comfort mu mirimu gyetukola. Oba oli wa banka, oba oli kusomesa, bana osigala okyagatta oyiiya okyasindika okitegeera. That's why Swanzi weta omuyimbi ojja kwesanga omuyimbi akoze ki ng'agudde.
We have just, I think, 3 or 4 minutes to wrap up. I don't know, time might not allow us to open the floor to the members of the press, but let me just, the last 2 questions. These are purely about government policy. This year we saw government's commitment to the creative sector. Government gave us 66 billion in the national budget, which was a good thing for the industry. Naye sikiwambo n'abayimbi bafunye sente zino. Gwenga so close to the corridor of power, maybe you can give us an update on where that money is, how can the artists access that money. Secondly, when we were entering the year 2025, the president announced that he had one day a copyright management system. They got a 2-money update. Ati kwengali nanye omukuru kindly soko twe update yesente ezafulumira mu budget the copyright management system.
Kansoka ko kyebayita ekyo kyemuyita copyright management system. Ebyo ebintu omuntu yabayo nabyo bagamba omuyimbi oyo ayogera ebintu byatategeera.
Are you saying nti buli wajja
kubanga ekintu kyebayita copyright management system tekiriyo mu nsi. We are amending the copyright law, and amending the copyright law bwe tukimala okyamendinga tugamba twali eggulu, we discuss those issues eggulu tunoonye system esobola okutrackinga music. It doesn't track copyright. The technology only tracks your music to see where did your song play, how many times it played, and can you get paid this much. So those two things are totally different. But anyway, now again, that technology requires a lot of things. It requires hardware, because I came up with that factor tree. If you go on the internet, and remember over 10-15 years ago, I created what I call a factor tree. Factor tree is government of solving connections. This is a music, it is entertainment, it is 9 domains. Remember, I'm a member in the UNCC. Entertainment industry have 9 domains. Domains is zigwa in different ministries. Okay? Naye amateka okukyusa etteeka lya copyright lino wabbali kitegeeza olina okugenda mu mandate eri mu genda omala ogende mu ICT omala ogende mu URA because bebakwasaganya emisolo omala ogende mu education omala ogende mu gundi kyendala. So okusobola okukwasaganya all those entities ne ziba nga totataganyiza gavumenti bwekola, because bw'oba okyusa etteeka limu mu music
li affecting and collecting ye sente mu URA kati wa URA ye lijja kugamba kino nze temunsumbuwa nze collectinga ki musolo sokondage bwe mbanga omusolo guno bwe munsumbuwa guno nesigufuna ngenda kufunirawa so boyina okuddayo n'olaga wa URA wagenda okufunira nojja ku kyempisa culture okay nojja mu ministry ne bateekawo amateeka kati ogundi yaleeta Computer Misuse Act okay enyimba ezivuma ebyo byonna bijjamu eziwabula so okwamendinga copyright nga yo it is its own side then okola system eri technology oyo nakyo kirala so technology oyo government muzeyi project yagikwasa omukyala ku Okelo House bamuyita Shiba era most of the time ali mukola ne Joel. I personally nali ninda akalulu kagwe ndyoke nkwate nende mu office yawe babakkiriza tekewo kamera bawe factor 3 nga we nali ngiyiza because government okuteeka ekintu mu nkola just gwe kyewetaaga kugiraga waweefunira is abantu baayo bafunye banafunirawa then n'emisolo gyenaafuna so nze mukusolvinga ekyange natunuulira nnyo okulaba nti nemalanga ga gavumenti nti mufiirwa over 200 billion every year they will jump in.
So you talk about the technology being too much, but the whole time we've been talking about the list, you've not talked about musicians learning how to use a digital platform.
And that is what I call laziness. Because I gave an example, the government, during our times, where we didn't have those social media platforms. What analog. Nobanga okutwala oluyimba eggulu olutwalayo olinya tax olutwala physically analog botyo. But today there is platforms where you can use to distribute music. But artists are very lazy. Actually, that's why you find managers very, very tough on artists. Because you find an artist cannot even go down on their phone and write down radios or search radios in Kenya, get into their DMs and send their music. They can't. No sana muntu abeera awo. Joshua Baraka juzi last year he organized a gig. Yeje na namba going to organize a gig. Then mugamba okay, cool. But I'm going to put it in this place. I take a mugolo. Nandaga app. Yachingamba kusawa nyako macha. Trying to shoot a video. Nanga but there's this app. I'm going to put in, but by 6 tickets zijaba ziweddewo.
Bebe Cool amasengenge gatuuse. Let's just cross over tubaleke bagende maaso nenaffe tugende maaso wano ku mutimbagano katuleke abo amasengenge batambuze
tubakwasa akati.
Tubakwasa akati. Yes,
yes. So aina app ku simu. People just what? Today I'll be hosting a concert at this place. Guys just book and say book. But most of the time there some gigs abana batoze bakola. No gamba yi enonga sajira before bagiranga na yenge judde. Okitegedde. So young artists are not being creative enough or hardworking enough. Okubanti atebe bintu ebiri na yete babikola ki? They're not using them. So you find that is what some of the main reasons why they are sliding backwards.
Ekisembayo ekya ssente kabakalye olwasoma mu bajeti omuyimbi zimutuukako ziti
esente kyensobola okugamba nti esente ezo si z'abayimbi bokka. Esente ezo zirina okuba nga zigwa mu 9 domains. Domain y'abayimbi, domain ey'abannamizannyo, domain ey'abakubi b'ebifaananyi oba okitegeera. Kakati bwe ziba nga z'abayimbi bokka, it depends on zasabibwa zitya. Zasabibwa nga zakuwa abayimbi mu sakozi abayimbi zibatuukeko kinoomu oba zasabibwa kola projects z'abayimbi. So at the moment Ministry of Gender yafuna sente ezo neziteeka nawulidde ba architects bakaya n'aba promoters kuba nabo balina okufunako ku sente ezo. Ministry is take up yesterday I hear oba ku bigundi za military circles kati ba promoters ne baba nga batyogendayo okujjayo sente. So I don't know surely what the money was made for, but as long as it is in circle money, then it is supposed to be borrowed by artists and used by artists. Indirectly, President wants to support artists or the creative sector financially.
All right, thank you so much. Bebe Cool, my man, Yes? Waji? Oh, okay. Eddy Rose.
Ekibuzo kyankigeera kuddayo ku Bebe Cool list. Ku bantu bonna b'osomeddwa ekitaliiko ku list. Eddy Kenzo, why this ends up tabateeko ku list yo ate nga koze?
Now, no list. Yeah, it's my opinion. And those are the people, according to my opinion, who worked.
Oluyimba kulowoozaako nga lukoze.
Don't take the list you. This guy, no list yani, ya Bebe Cool, and it's my opinion. Everyone has their opinion, and anyone can. Mbalabi mukoze discussions in list is it's okay. You can give, but in ya Bebe Cool opinion yani, ya Bebe.
Like Bebe Cool, we've also seen some young people who have been doing good music, maybe to their fellow young people on TikTok, the likes of Tojo256, but we've not seen you, or I would not have you talk about them anywhere.
The likes of
Tojo, Sean, I'm sure people here have maybe heard about them. They've done good music, but in the bar, it has been doing well and on TikTok. So they've not appeared on your list. Does that mean that they need to work more to get more?
They really need to work more because I don't know them. You get it? It's not that. On my list, I only will one songs that I know and you know. So talking about, you know them, you know their songs, I don't know the songs. And then also, if you look in my list, I think if you go around on, other lists done by radios, TVs, you'd find that 90% of my choices are also everywhere else. Okay.
Good evening to everyone. I'm Eddy Kenzo. Ekibuzo kyange Bebe Cool. Well, tulaba list eno ebaddewo for quite some time. Omuyimbi asobola okwebuuza ye nga Elijah Kitaka gw'osinga kwegwa ne number one afunye atya mu list yo?
List eno okugifunamu because of the moral authority that I have as a legend, the longevity, the trust in Nambantu. When Violin Amati Elijah Kitaka is good, the public will agree and it will receive Elijah Kitaka well. So, what you have from so that engeri gyetulina awards omuntu abenga emirimu gye emirungi gisobola okusiimibwa in that way by legends supporting and telling people, oh guys, you know what, this is a good artist. That is how best I contribute to the music industry.
Then my last question is, more speech Jowadde Owane studio yo. Well, unfortunately, Jotali, Wetwali, Kolo, President yebuuza nti nga studio teyamanya what happened. Era n'abayimbi abamu baagota
naye okukibuuza ekibuuzo ekyo mwenna muli bankwe. Kuba President bwe yabuuza temwavayo mugamba nti studio yeri. Mwenna waliwo atamanyi studio ezo? Waliwo atagimanyi? Efulumya ly'ennyimba nga tebakolera. I can mention a list of artists abasukka 70 abarecordingira mu Gagamayo studio bonna ba Spice Diana baani. But the issue is tebamentioninga nti barecordingidde wa mu Gagamayo studio kubanza sibabeerako nti ateekako log ya Gagamayo studio teteekako kino. No, I don't do that. I don't. Ate ekyokubiri, you must understand nti studio eyo teyali ya Kayola eri Mengo president gye yakola ne State House ewa Dr. T eya Kayola eno yali yaba high-end Ugandan artists abanoonya technology oyo wa waggulu. Ate era they have used it. Chameleone has been there, people do record from there. Watch the game. Naye?
Okay, just as separate then
we can have like three.
Three, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, fine. Pakona, pass the mic.
Yes, thank you so much for this time. My name is Bobi Wine, representing BTM and my journalist. Now, I understand you have been doing this list for quite a long time. And now, I'm just wondering, why this list? Because you have all that it takes to have these guys. Others who have done from somewhere else. Why?
I'll answer that quickly. Gagamayo doesn't have artists nowadays. And secondly, even if it did have artists, if they don't sing and do well, they will not be on. You've had many years when I'm not on the list. I myself.
But you've got the knowledge of all what it takes to be the best. Why don't you give us more of this?
Yeah, because I don't think that that's what I'm chasing for. I'm not chasing to be on Bebe Cool's list. I was thinking, but the issue, maybe you ask me, artists, why aren't I supporting all artists to promote? Okay, in Gagamayo. I think I did that for so long, and you all know the artists that I had in Gagamayo records. I found out that artists are not easy people to deal with. I had a very big headache. Invested a lot of money. I had arguments where people were saying that why doesn't Bebe put that money that he put in break the chains? Let me say this open. Namwe musokwata sente zammwe mugezeko muziteekeko bayimbi muzirabe kubanga teri kirumya mutwe nga bayimbi naddala bayimbi abato bw'avaayo n'omubika mu ssente ofuna ekizibu kimu.
How did it? Don't just do it.
Yeah, that's why they are no longer doing it. That's why they are selling their companies to other bigger. You see, most of the things you people keep hearing, they are hearsay things. But you know, if you go on the internet and research the right stories of what has happened between Don Jazzy and so many other artists, it's a lot of trouble. So, for me as Bebe, if I get a very talented artist, or a talented artist, actually what I would look for now in an artist is behavior. And then I shape the art. I'm not going to look for a talent. Because one of the things that has messed that issue has been omuyimbi afuka problem. Remember very well when I spoke about the Rema issue. I think you've seen those numbers of artists that I brought up. Do you know how long it took me to build that brand of Rema? And do you know what my target was? Oh, I will give you an example. I had a girl who sings Eddy Kenzo. Do you know what it was? I had Eddy Kenzo 2 times. I gave her a second chance. And we went to studio, we recorded 7 songs. And we went and recorded 2 videos. On the day of the second video, that's when I found out that she was pregnant. Which is not bad for her, but bad for business. Because how then was she going to push the album that I was trying to push when she's pregnant for 9 months? After 9 months, the songs were dead. And then I even told Ronnie, you give her the music, let her take that. It's okay. But do you know how much money I put in? So, when you find an artist, I had taken 2 twins. There's some twins I had taken. I rented an apartment for 2 years. I ordered for a car. I gave them a manager. They were living in Chanja there. And to my surprise, they started sending me messages telling me about their right as artists. We have a right to get a salary. Give us a salary. I sent them to studio with producers and I asked them, just do me 5 songs and we look for it. For a whole year, free studio is mine. For a whole year, I only got 2 samples of songs from them, half-baked. So when you wake up in the morning and start blaming big stars for not being the Don Jazzies, try Don Jazzy yourself. Then you'll understand what it means.
What happened?
So they get to this I couldn't do it because, and personally I was fatigued. I couldn't just bring artists and then I don't.
Thank you so much. We come to the end of this first release of the Bebe Cool list. The official list has been already distributed on the social media platform. It's live on Facebook, I think, and all the other platforms. So you can go out there and check out all the songs plus what he mentioned from each of the songs out there. I've been working and Tifa, and from all of us here, have a good evening and Happy New Year.
Thank you. Yes, sorry, press members, Bebe Cool before we go. Yeah. Because I told Mark about trying going in the moon Ninako obuntu buno obw'eddoboozi ku ngoye nyinza okwogera ebyama byange ng'omuntu ati
Bana soke mujje mu bukime.
Bannaye kati muweereze ebibuuzo byammwe.
Omwami ono bamuyita Peter abakwate mu bannaye tutulowe ku byokunywa banyweko omwaka gutandise bibiino nga gameera ffe tetwekwata wano.
Soko je music.
Check.
amasenge extra Makona Brand of Uganda era nga bwemukimanyi nti buli mwaka natukomekereza omwaka ate nga tumuyimbira Bebe Cool atuba kibayita Bebe Cool list olunaku olwaleero era kutusiibye nga tulaba ku biki byabadde atuteekedde sebo kuliko omwaka
nawe kulike bakona
weeyagala oli bulungi twagala otubuulireko briefly ku Bebe Cool list eya 2025.
Yeah, Bebe Cool's list 2025 ebadde clear as in etandise ne Bebe myself nejja ku Joshua Baraka nereeta Kitaka Elijah nejja nereeta Kapeke nereeta Vinka nereeta Shiba nereeta Mwala Tracy Melo nereeta Final nereeta Alien Skin ne Nax nereeta Cindy ne 256 nereeta Sododo musajja waffe Lil Puzzle nereeta Uncle Chumi nereeta
Nando Love.
Yani King something.
Yes.
Yeah, so issue eri nnyo ku nsonga nti quality ya music eri ekyaka ne namba yazo ayagala okukiagiwenga akebere ku list ez'emyaka ziri mutandika okukomparinga ennyimba ezo zonna ezajjanga zibeerako kijja tuyamba okulaba wa we tuba tuimprovinga
ebbanga lyonna ng'okola Bebe Cool list obadde ogamba nti oteekako ennyimba z'olaba nti zisaanira okugendako not bubblegum music but this time around tulaba kuliko ne ze bayita bubblegum music.
Wati abantu bwe balonda Bebe Cool list tebeera biased abantu kye bakkiriza kye kigenda ezo ennyimba ziriko abantu bazikkiriza despite the fact nti bubblegum music naye abantu bazikkiriza so toyinza zero business idea y'omuntu toyinza gibitinga bweba ewinions so just tulina okukola is tulina okwongeramu n'endala ez'amagezi ziwere kati n'abazikola balina okuyiiya engeri gye bazaagaza abantu.
Ennyimba zino nga muzironda okukola Bebe Cool list mwafokasinze ku information oba as long as oluyimba lukyamula abantu because mulimu ebigambo ebibakozesa nani wakokimanyi owafame toswaduteekamu
ffe tusinziira ku ki abantu kye bakkiriza kubanga ne bwoba tosaduteekako ewaka naye olukkiriza ate second Bebe Cool list ebeera 60% my opinion 40% contribution y'abantu kati bwogendayo mu comments ojja kulaba ennyimba ng'abantu bennyini be bazituweereza.
In my surprise oyina family emu gy'ogamba nti tebalina talent okimanyi bulungi
sigambe tebalina ngamba nti waliwo
abasinga tebalina talent
ngamba waliwo asinga
obutaba na talent
okubeera ne talent
mubo that is Dax vibes guno mulundi gwakubiri nga apiyalinga ku list yo kyanjawulo ki kyalina
tewali just abantu bakkiriza music
abantu
kubanga okugwa ku Bebe Cool list kitegeeza nti abantu bakkiriza obuyimbo so tewali kiriawo kiganjawo its hard working as simple as that.
Ngamaliriza mu 2021 wagamba nti tojja gaba ankolets but oyina byojja okugaba ng'ennyumba n'ebisigadde of all years gye mbaddewo nga nkulaba tetumanyi kiki ekyagenda mu maaso 2025 waliwo ekigenda okujjirako
katusabe Katonda kuba waliwo kyetumaliriza bwe tukimaliriza I think tugatandika na 2027
tubagaliza omwaka omulungi.
Happy New Year.
okwagala bamuyita mukyala Judith mukyala w'amaanyi nnyo Bannange munsiibule muŋŋambe webale nnyo tuweereza anaye abantu beyongedde okwagala Kachumbali TV munsiibuleko muŋŋambe webale tuweereza oyo bamuyita top byebyefu nange simanyi tugende okategedde majja amajja kiriya gajja amajja
nedda ngamba wala ku listi y'abanaasasula kyebadde mbuuza
musajjawo noni yakirimu
anti monga erisitegera lisiti
anti noni eyo lisiti yalina bana embeere bulungi mweraba guys